Hey YouTubers, Mike Boards with the Mike Boards channel. Thank you for watching. Today we're talking jet ski engine performance, and at the end of the summer we noticed that the engine performance on our jet ski was degraded. In this video I want to show you the part that is causing it. Let's hit the computer and take a look. Alright YouTubers, we are on the C&C Sports home page, the website, and scrolling down. Ours is a 2003 Sea-Doo. We are going to select Sea-Doo. It is a watercraft. It is a 2003, and our specific model is the GTX DI, DI standing for direct injection. From here, this is my favorite website. It gives you every single system basically set up like an app on your phone, and for our specific part, we have to select the air intake system. From here, I'll scroll down just a little bit. The really cool feature about this website, it gives the entire diagram of the air intake system, and you can zoom in and zoom out. I'll zoom in just a little bit, click and drag, and continue zooming in until we see this part right here. This is the part that is broken on our jet ski, and it is a very important part. So it is number 43. You see additional parts coming in and out, hoses, clamps, and a bracket here. However, part number 43, come over to the right side. They're all in order. Scroll down to part number 43. It is a solenoid valve, part number 2706044. The price is $72.99, and since this is red, it allows us to select it. It is in stock. However, what I want to do is talk a little bit more about the actual part itself, the solenoid valve. So with that said, the basic 101 definition or understanding of this valve is it controls the exhaust recirculation system, and gases come out of the crankcase, travel through the hoses, and recirculate through the solenoid valve, which continues the moving process of all the exhaust gases as well as the gases coming out of the crankcase and alleviates pressure buildup, and then ultimately directing it back into the intake track and continuing the process from there. Again, ultimately managing that pressure and exhaust gases. And an additional reason why this part is so important to the actual jet ski is because it is related to your engine performance. And in the event that this solenoid becomes very clogged or your connection points here snap off, you will notice degraded behavior in your engine performance, and you definitely do not want that. And an additional feature or aspect of this part is more on the terms of legality purposes or regulatory purposes. All of these manufacturers, whether they're making cars, trucks, jet skis, boats, motorcycles, motorhomes, or any other powered vehicle that requires registration and insurance, must abide by all the federal and state mandated or regulatory rules, and one of which is the regulation and mandated rule on emissions. And with that said, all the manufacturing companies have to abide by those rules, and so that is why this part is manufactured and installed on the actual jet ski engine. Its sole purpose is to manage the emissions and exhaust gases as well as the pressure buildup from the crankcase. And while the engine is running and you're out riding around the water on the jet ski, this part is managing the pressure as well as managing the exhaust gases, ultimately making the jet ski more of a environmentally friendly motorized vehicle. So with that said, a quick recap. Again, this controls the exhaust recirculation system and regulates all the gases tied to the exhaust system as well as the crankcase. It also gives the OK sign-off from the state authority or federal government for the manufacturers to sell this jet ski to the public and allow the public to ride it on the water. So I hope that explanation helps, and again, this is a very important part. Our part right now, this portion right here, this nipple section that the hose connects to and then is clamped on right here, ours broke off right here, and this plastic part nipple is stuck inside the actual hose. And the way we found this is during the summer we noticed a pretty significant degraded behavior in our engine performance. So we got to digging. We took the seats off and started looking at the actual engine and all of its parts. We also called some local shops and asked some questions, as well as dug on the internet and found a few good articles that help with jet ski engine performance and DIY projects as far as parts. So with that said, again, awesome website, C&C Sports. Here's their phone number if you need to contact them. And what I'll do from here is order the part, and when the part comes in, I will show you what this actual part looks like. Alright YouTubers, great news. The part is in. Again, part number 2706044, solenoid valve. Put the box aside. That's what the part looks like. And as we just covered, this part does quite a lot. And one of the nipples on our part currently installed in the jet ski engine is snapped off and stuck inside the hose, so we definitely needed a new part. With that said, in the event that you want step-by-step guidance on replacing this part, I have a video scrolling above. Definitely check that out. It runs you through the step-by-step process of how to remove the old part as well as the hoses and install this. If you don't need help, no big deal. Definitely replace this part when you know it's faulty. That's it, YouTubers. See a quick explanation of the solenoid valve. From here, we are going to replace that part. Scrolling above is a link to a step-by-step video that shows you how to properly and carefully replace that solenoid. Definitely check that out. Do us a favor, below the video you will see that thumbs up icon. Click on that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely go to your settings, turn on your YouTube notification bell. Once you do that, every video that we upload, you will be notified. You will be able to stay up to date with us, and that will be awesome. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you at the next video.